Hello and welcome to the morning show team of. Hello and welcome to the morning show team of with RevSportz. A very good morning to all of you present. Today with me, Boria Majumdar, Debashish Sen, and we have lots to discuss. The boxing four finalists in the Boxing World Championship. Badminton yesterday, Satvik Chirag had a massive, uh, I would say, a marathon run in the third set. Uh, in shooting, Rudra Patil will be playing his final round in 1 hour's time. So lots to discuss. Boryada, coming to you first. Start with Rudra Patil. He'll be playing his final. You have talked with him. Do you see a medal coming in the final round from Rudra?
See, there is no question that he is one of your best shooters at the moment. I mean, somebody who is consistently scoring 633 is a special athlete. He has won it. He's already got an Olympic quota, so that's one job done. Though the quota is for the country and not for him, but in current form, Rudra Patil is the best India has. And if you see his efforts in the Cairo World Cup, in the Olympic qualifier, now here, he's consistently winning and breaking one world record after another. So there is no reason for us to believe that he won't. Even in the mixed event yesterday, if you check the individual scores, you will see Rudra Patil 317 was the highest among every athlete competing. So there you know, every set was 105.5, 106 plus. So that is the kind of consistency this man has shown. So according to me, there is every reason to be hopeful that he will again win another World Cup medal in Bhopal.
Okay. We'll come to boxing. We have lots to discuss about boxing, but before that, let's talk about a bit of badminton. Not a very good, I would say, because HS Pranay, Kidambi Srikanth lost, PV Sindhu lost. Devashish, coming to you, PV Sindhu losing again in the All India Open. Also, we saw this one against not a very high-ranked opponent. She was way behind Sindhu. Why do you think Sindhu is going through this phase?
Every sportsman goes through such a phase. Means there will be ups and downs. There will be a slump in every sportsman's career, and that is what is happening with Sindhu. But she's too good a player. She has brought laurels for the country, won medals for the country. So nothing to be worried about. Yes, as a champion she is. She will definitely look forward to come back strongly.
Buryada, Sindhu's recent form, your thoughts on that ahead of the Olympics?
You know, Devashish makes an interesting point about her champion mentality, and I agree with Devashish. Having said that, when you come back from an injury, and she's coming back from an injury which is now sort of proving to be far more serious than we had originally thought about it. We had thought that it was a fracture, or rather a hairline fracture. She will come back in two weeks after the Commonwealth, right? When she withdrew for the first time from the World Championship. We thought she'll be back in September. Then it became October. Then it became November, and then December. And all of a sudden, she was out for about 4 or 5 months. When she comes back, or any athlete comes back, and Devashish has covered a lot of sport, and he will be able to tell you, it plays on your mind. That Absolutely. Even if you are physically ready, your mind isn't ready, because it plays on your mind. Will I get injured again? Am I moving well? Because if you see, Sindhu's movements aren't yet back to where she belongs. That's her ability, the height, reaching out to every shuttle. She's unfortunately not being able to do that, because when you come back from injury, it is not simply a physical comeback, it's also a mental comeback. Having said that, you know, last 2 years, the only trophy win is the Swiss Open, besides, 1 or 2 good performances here and there. That's a concern. That someone of Sindhu's ilk, why is she not winning a Super Series 1000 or even a 750? Why is it that it's a 300? But we both know that come the Olympics, it's a very different Sindhu. And that's something we know. So the qualifiers will start soon, the Olympic qualification phase that is, and I'm sure Sindhu will be able to come back. But again, I mean, I've written this the other day and I'm saying it again. If you see her recent performances, why is it that the BAI and the Sports Authority of India, for the sake of Indian sport, is not getting her and Gopi together? She is still in search of a coach. She has not finalized a coach. Get Gopi. I mean, what is the how irreconcilable are the differences? What are the differences? I know it's about an athlete's ego, it's about a coach's ego, it's about other issues, there is family. But for the sake of India, everything is secondary. If I was in the position, if I was Sandeep Pradhan, DG Sai, if I was the sports minister, if I was Himanto Biswa Sharma today, it's a request. Get Gopi and Sindhu together for the sake of Indian badminton. That's your best bet come Paris 24. We've seen them create magic in Rio. We want them to be together come Paris 24.
Absolutely. Actually, you have taken my second question. It was on this coach and player saga that is going on. We want Sindhu to come back, and whatever needed that should be done by the federation and everyone having that power. Coming to you, Devashish, Satvik and Chirag. Buryada, you have seen that match, Satvik and Chirag's match, the last set. What a massive win. Devashish, Satvik and Chirag, they have been phenomenal throughout. Do you see a medal coming in from Satvik and Chirag? They have qualified before Devashish,
Yeah,
and then I'll come to the other.
after a disappointment in All England, one would hope that they would bounce back because they are our best bets. As we all will agree that they are our best bets to win a medal at the Paris Olympics, and obviously losing in the All England was a disappointment. And with them winning, I think they have a very good chance of winning a medal here at the Swiss Open, and which they will.
Absolutely,
Which they,
absolutely.
And
And
by the way, Devashish, at about midnight, Rohan texts me after they lose the first game saying, "What do we do if they lose?" And I wrote to him saying, "Don't worry, they'll win. Hold back." So he texted me at midnight saying, "What if they lose?" I said, "Don't worry." And if you see that third game,
absolutely, oh,
28
fantastic.
26, it was incredible. And the fitness shown. For me, what is important, Rohan, is Satvik was coming back from injury. Clearly, he's back. A match like this proves that he's back at his best. Otherwise, you will never win against a Chinese Taipei pair who was fit. They pushed these fellows. So clearly, it was a big win. And against the Danish opponents tonight, I absolutely think Devashish is right. They should be able to make the semi-finals. And with Cho and Shia out, so Aaron Cho and Shia are out. So that means Satvik and Chirag are the top seeds now. They were number 2 going in. There is no reason to believe they will not win.
Absolutely. And talking about the Satvik Chirag match, need at least 3 world champions. Listen, Deka. Yeah, I think he's talking about the boxing final, but I will come to that. Buryada, Satvik and Chirag's third set I was watching. The Chinese Taipei player were playing with their mentality, because when the shuttle was in their court, they were picking it up and giving it in a much farther direction, playing with their minds. And Satvik and Chirag kept their calm, composed, and finished the game off. You talk about the
First
mentality.
thing, first thing is Devashish, Trisha Ghoshal and Rohan Chaudhary were both tweeting and watching the game. Exactly what I keep saying. This is what sport does. Devashish, for example, will go to every practice. You tell him, Mama, you don't need to. You don't need to. You've done enough for the day. And he will say, no, I'm going. That is what sport does to you. That is what I love about Devashish, about what you and Trisha were doing last night. You all followed every point and watched till the end, till 1 o'clock, 1:30 and tweeted. Coming to the match, absolutely. I mean, if you see the two fellows, Lee and Lee, they were screaming from point one. The first point
Yeah,
of the match, they screamed. First point, which is generally not the case. That when you are in a sort of a tense moment, you scream and you exult. They screamed from the first point. They were trying to win the mental battle. And then when they won the first game, 21-12, they were in it. Then Satvik and Chirag came back. I thought the best point was 21-20, saving match point. Chirag was on the ground, and from
yeah,
there
yeah,
he
yeah.
returned, and then Satvik
Absolutely,
closed it out. That point for
absolutely,
me was the top point.
absolutely. And after that All England loss, I think they have got that reality check that no, we are the country's hope. We need to bounce back, and that showed in that last
and
few
and
deuce points. Last few deuce points, it showed their mental stability, and they have proved it, and it was what a match, and
Devaki has a
Just
point.
would like to add.
yeah,
I
yeah,
just would like to add.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Having watched them in Birmingham Commonwealth Games, there's a bit of the prime of Leander Paes and Mahesh Bhupati. The camaraderie they share, because in a sport like badminton or tennis, you need that camaraderie, that bonding, that togetherness, egging each other on. That is what I like the most about this pair. So that what sets them apart from others. Means you need that self belief, the confidence in each other. That is what I think is the best part of Satvik and Chirag, and easily they are the best right now.
Absolutely, and these two names actually come together right now. We say Satvik, we come about Siraj, Satvik Chirag, and it was a great match, and we hope they end the competition with a medal, with a gold medal. And coming to boxing, four medalists in the final: Nitu Gangas, Nikat Zarin, Lavlina Borgohain, and Sweetie Bora. Devashi, I'll come to you, but before that, Boryada, four finalists. You were talking yesterday. I asked you. You said at least two should go, and four have gone. Your thoughts?
Oh, brilliant. 2.5 hours of magic. I mean, and very different fights. If you watch the Neetu fight, it was a street fight. They were pushing each other, but dropping each other on the floor. And Neetu lost the first round 3-2. So for Neetu, who had won 3 bouts with the referee stopping contest, RSC, it was
Yeah.
difficult because clearly she was pushed. There she had to find resolve. She had to find courage. She had to find dig deep and then come back and win the 2 rounds. Went into evaluation one. Nikhat, I thought it was the best fight of the competition for Nikhat. She did not give the Colombian any chance. She dominated the fight, and the Nikhat we know it was a straight, clear, dominant victory. Lavlina, when you have gone up a weight category, I thought Lavlina won the contest at the very end when she floored the Chinese opponent. Literally, she sort of boxed her down. And if you see the corner, Bhaskar Bhatt and that Irish high performance director jumped up almost in celebration because they knew that that was the moment in the contest. And finally, Saveti. I mean, I'm sure Deepak would be delighted today for his wife because that's another power couple in Indian sport, kabaddi and boxing. And Saveti was in control. I thought it was closer than I at least would have said. 4-3, I thought Saveti could have
Yeah.
gotten unanimous verdict. She was better. Having said that, four finalists in Delhi, G. Rajaraman and Atre Mukhopadhyay will be there in the stadium tomorrow and day after to cover it for RevSportz. We've gone big with boxing every single day. We will have two of our senior most people in the stadium covering each of the bouts and celebrating with the fans. So big 2 days coming up. But Devashish, different question. Imagine Neetu Gangas and Nikhat Zareen fighting out with each other for a place in the Asian Games and the Olympics because it's the same category, 50 kilos. So now
Yeah.
Neetu versus Nikhat will have to be in the trials. Can you think about that?
That's the best part of Indian boxing right now. But Buryada, is in the Asian Games it's 48 kilos because Nikhat is competing in 50 kilos if I'm not wrong.
50 kilos. Yeah, so now in Olympics, Paris, it's only 50 kgs. There's no
50
40.
kgs, yes, that's the yeah. But
So
Asian Games
because
it's
because
at
of
48
so
kilos as well.
yes, but in the Olympics, so Nikhat versus Neetu, there will be one candidate in the Olympic Games. So the trial
Oh,
will pitch Neetu
Oh my
versus
God.
Nikhat. So that will be the trial which will select who goes for India. And imagine this, Neetu Gangas versus Nikhat Zareen, one will go for the Paris Olympics. That will be a trial within a trial, a world championship in itself. Commonwealth Games gold medalists, possible Asia World Championship gold medalists fighting against each other for a place in the Paris Olympic team. Unbelievable.
absolutely. And that match, if I think should be broadcasted way bigger.
100%. 100% should be broadcast.
Absolutely. Devashish, Nikhat Zarin's bout. How good was Nikhat Zarin's bout? She didn't give that Colombian Valencia a chance. Total
Yeah,
dominance.
when you consider that she is the Rio Olympics bronze medalist and to be dominating and winning 5-0 means that is pure dominance, and obviously it will give her the confidence to go up against Tam of Vietnam. Obviously, remember Nikhat will be eyeing a second world championship medal, and that's in itself is a huge achievement. I mean, some and So I think this is the same boxer who defeated Mary Kom, Boriada. So that is incredible. That is incredible to be winning 5-0. And also, I want on now Lovelina also. She has been the 2 times bronze medalist in World Championship. So this time round, she will be fighting for silver and a gold. Imagine. So these are all success stories. And Neetu Gangas, Nikhat Zareen, Lovelina Borgohain, and as Boriada said, obviously, these are great stuff from the IBA, the World Championship, World Boxing Championships.
Our producer Shopnil says we have a clip from Nikhat Zareen's bout. Can we please have that?
I'm down to one last breath, but I can't stop now. We all fall down sometimes, yeah, but that's just life. So cross my heart and hope to die. Baby, I was born to fight the fear when I feel like dying. I'm trying to fly high, but I'm not a pilot, can't deny it. There's some days I feel idiotic, just a product of a system where you're lucky just to make $1. That ain't gonna stop me cause my grind's contagious. I'll do what it takes to turn passion to paychecks. And if I go down, I'ma do.
I got quite excited with the reaction from Nikhat after winning the bout.
Absolutely.
Does Shopnil have the clip that Nikhat had sent us? I mean, the reaction. If Shopnil, if you could get that reaction ready also, because it was an exclusive reaction that she had sent for RevSportz viewers, that will be interesting to have on the show. If Shopnil, you can get that ready, because we played that last night on our social media platforms. And let me just put this on record. I was speaking to Nikhat's father for about 45 minutes this morning. And I was speaking to her coaches and I was speaking to her father. Amazing man. And I said, Bhai Sahab, ye bataएं, now that, she's world champion already, her meeting with Salman Khan, and there is media and there is money and there is everything. He said, Bhai Sahab, मैंने उसे ये कहा है, ये सब छोड़ो, तुमको ये सब मिल रहा है क्योंकि तुम बॉक्सिंग में इंडिया के लिए जीत रहे हो, वो करो, ये सब आएगा. मैंने और उसका माँ ने उसको यही कहा है कि वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप के बाद एशियन गेम्स और एशियन गेम्स के बाद पेरिस ओलंपिक्स, तुम्हारे जीवन में ये छोड़ के और कुछ नहीं है. ये करो, पैसा, नाम, शोहरत का बाकी सब कुछ आ जाएगा. Keep your feet on the ground and perform. And that is what. And then he said a great story. He said COVID के समय there was a lockdown and हम लोग सब सोच रहे थे कि अभी क्या होगा, because of the lockdown she was at home, घर का खाना etc. मैंने उसे कहा, निखत, इंटरनेट देखना बंद करो और अपना ट्रेनिंग सुबह शाम करो, because the moment ये लॉकडाउन खुल जाएगा. मैंने उसको स्किपिंग करवाया, ट्रेनिंग करवाया, शैडो बॉक्सिंग करवाया, हर दिन टेरेस में. मैंने उसे रेडी रखा क्योंकि जिस दिन आएगा, so that she is ready to go to Rohtak and win. And that's what happened. Went to Haryana, won the national championship. The rest is history.
Absolutely fantastic. Yes, Debashi, you were doing something?
And it comes from a mother who was circumspect in sending her daughter to fight the bout after she got hurt in her nose, bleeding. She came back home. So this is what success does. Means she has convinced her parents to actually encourage her to fight it out and win a medal for the country. This is great story. Means
I remember
Devashish is spot on. And her father tells me, so I said, so what is her mother's reaction? And he says, पहले तो she would not watch anything. वो बोलती थी कि अरे उसको मार पड़ रहा है, मैं नहीं देख सकता. She would walk out of the room. Now she will take the first chair in the balcony, sit and watch and say maar. And it's a great story. I mean, unbelievable.
And I remember Nikhat Zareen telling her story in our conclave also, that शादी नहीं होगा, पहले बोलते थे शादी नहीं होगा, and उसके बाद now we see. So that's what success does to you, and she has been an inspiration for so many people. And Shopnil says we have the clip ready. So Shopnil,
I want to interrupt, Ron. Do you reckon that it's going to be a evenly contested battle in the final with her meeting T-Tam of Vietnam, who has been 2-time Asian champions?
Finally.
I think if Nikhat Zareen plays like she did yesterday at her attacking best, I don't think anybody can stop her. I thought she was slightly more defensive in the quarterfinals, which is not her game. She was pushed. But now, to quote her coach, उसका गेम खुल गया है, और जब उसका गेम खुल जाता है तो कोई नहीं रोक सकता बच्ची को. So that's the Nikhat Zareen we want to see in the final.
And even the crowd support will be fantastic.
Absolutely,
The crowd support will be fantastic. Even when the previous day, even yesterday also in Switzerland, when Sindhu, Satvik Chida were playing, we were hearing "Jitega bhai, Jitega, India jitega."
Yes.
And
Yes.
Jai Ho, Jai Ho. So Indians are everywhere in Switzerland also. So in New Delhi, the opponent won't stand a chance. Nikhat will play
So
with
you
the fans.
must between the two of you must ensure that Atre also shouts Nikhat Nikhat when he goes, and he has to also be part of the cheerleader brigade. And
Absolutely,
by the way,
absolutely.
tell Atre he can support India. He doesn't need to be a journalist all the time and say no, I have to be objective.
Okay, will convey it to Atul, absolutely. And Shopnil says that we have the clip ready. So Shopnil, can we please have the Nikhat Zareen clip?
हाय आज का मेरा बाउट रियो ओलंपिक्स ब्रॉन्ज मेडलिस्ट के साथ था और वो प्रीवियस लास्ट वर्ल्ड चैंपियनशिप की सिल्वर मेडलिस्ट थी 50 kg की इंग्रिड कोलंबिया से. सो टुडे आई वॉन अगेंस्ट हर एंड आई एम रियली हैप्पी टू विन दिस टुडे सेमीफाइनल मैच एंड एंटर इन द फाइनल्स. So hopefully one more to go to win that gold medal and defend my title. I'm really happy the way I performed today.
Absolutely, and she is confident, and we hope, and I know she will win. Okay, so and today we have the WPL eliminator starting. Mumbai, UP. We will have extensive stories from that. We will have the on-down reporting from Mumbai. We have the build-up show in live from the stadium and from the studio and stadium. We have the preview. But before that, gentlemen, coming to you, who has been the most interesting domestic player to see through so far in this WPL? Boryada, you go first.
Devashish, you go first. No problem.
Are you talking about an uncapped player?
Anything, not a uncapped player will be great, but not a big name. I would say who would be your discovery from this WPL?
Saika Ishak.
Yeah.
Saika Ishak for me. Because when at the start of the WPL, when the run scoring was every team was scoring runs, that time she has the best economy rate and she picked 12 wickets initially in those first 4 matches. Obviously, she did not get enough wickets in the last 3 matches, but at the start, when batsmen were going hammer tongs, so that time she got those 12 wickets, and it was her performance that actually paved the way for Mumbai Indians making it to that playoffs.
Boryada, your pick?
I actually agree. And I also want to add Shriyanka Patil, because Shriyanka Patil, though Bangalore did not have the best campaign, she looked to me to be an extremely promising youngster. Her ability both with bat and ball will sort of serve India and RCB big time. So Shriyanka Patil to go with Saika Ishak, and as a batter, I was very impressed with the kind of shots that Shriyanka Patil was able to play. So yes, see, for me the real star. This was a haphazardly organized tournament.
Yeah.
All of a sudden put together, no home and away, club between the World Cup and the IPL. The BCCI had to do it. They've done it, and credit to them because they went ahead and did it. But you know what? What has actually saved this tournament and has made it what it is are the fans. 30,000 people at the Brabant Stadium, 20,000 rather, 30,000 at DY Patil. The playoff is a sold-out affair. Final is a sold-out match. All of a sudden, you know that people, and by the way, not women, men and women are backing the sport. My biggest takeaway is not a player. My biggest takeaway are the fans. That the fans have embraced this tournament despite it not being home and away. So even if it's a UP versus Delhi final in Mumbai, you will still have a sellout affair. That is the standout, Rohan. That is why the WPL is here to stay.
Absolutely. Sold out eliminator, sold out final. Devashish, and you have been a convert to women's cricket. Your thoughts on that?
And by the way, next time Devashish has to go because Devashish in the studio doesn't serve Devashish. The most traveled Indian journalist has to be on ground and cover. So come WPL of 2024, Devashish
Trisha
Sen
will
will be
go.
there.
Why are
No,
you?
no, both of you will go. Both Trisha, unfortunately, with Gujarat Giants losing, was sad, but that's different. But next time round, Trisha and Devashish will both
And
go.
even a second favorite team, RCB, also lost.
Devashish, WPL fans,
Pardon?
WPL fans, how good were they? And the sold out,
Absolutely.
eliminated,
That is
sold
what
out
we want.
final.
That's the rightly said. Fans has to be the winners. Means all throughout. Means sold out crowd for the playoffs, eliminators, and the final. You can't ask for more. Means as Rodia the rightly said, it was a haphazardly organized tournament, but at least BCCI has started the WPL. That is the best thing to have
Absolutely.
happened for women's cricket in India. And you can see the likes of Talia Magra to Grace Harris to Meg Lanning, everyone talking about talking good about the WPL. Means that it is the best thing to have happened, and it will only grow from now on. Means obviously it's just a start. Obviously you need a home and away matches, you need full houses, you need a local support. So it will grow. It will grow, Rohan. It's just the beginning. It will definitely grow.
Absolutely. And I would want to add that I want to see from the next season home and away basis, and down the line 3-4 seasons, I want to see more teams coming, more franchises coming in and making a bigger tournament. So that will happen, and I am very excited from the morning because Argentina have won yesterday night. Ronaldo have won.
It was goalless. It was goalless in the halftime.
Yeah, then Argentina scored
Did you
two.
see that free kick? Did you see that free kick? Rohan went mad after seeing that free kick.
Oh
Messi
my God.
hit the
Messi
bar.
Messi.
Hit the bar, right?
Yeah, hit the bar and in rebound the score, and Messi scored. Ronaldo scored two goals in Liechtenstein's match. It was a Euro qualifier, and Ronaldo with 197 appearances, he is now the most capped international player currently. These two are. I don't know what I
And
will do
Messi
after.
800 career goals.
And Messi raised 800 career goals and 99 for the country. Massive, massive. I don't know what I will do after these two retires. And before we, Burela, anything you want to add on Messi and Ronaldo?
Unbelievable. That's what, they have enriched their sport. Two of the greatest devotees that football could have asked for. They kept the sport they made the sport go to other parts of the world and bring in more fans. They are icons, truly global sports icons. I mean, not many are truly global, right? It's somebody's an Indian icon or an American icon, but these are pan world global icons, and they serve the sport like anything. And look at the way Messi has conducted himself. Is there a controversy? No. The good boy. And look at the way Ronaldo has conducted himself. Controversy at every step. So, they are poles apart, but they sort of serve the sport and enrich the sport like anything. Fantastic.
Absolutely.
They are characters, boss, and the whole world will miss them when they will go.
But
Absolutely.
talking about obviously what happens to world football after you have two upcoming superstars in the likes of Ali
I
Haaland
don't
and
think you
Mbappe.
catch that emotion that these two have.
Yeah, absolutely. I totally agree with you.
Absolutely. And what I feel bad is for Italy, 4 World Cup champions, but look at them missing out on back-to-back World Cups, even losing yesterday against England in the Euro qualifiers. I don't know what's wrong with them. They have a striker problem, but let's see what happens. But before we end, we have 2 minutes on the show. Devashish, Asia Cup news. You were telling me in the morning also, India won't be going to Pakistan, where the Asia Cup will be played. You have some news from Asia Cup. So end today's show with your news from cricket world.
This was all it was in the pipeline. Obviously India definitely would not go to Pakistan, but it somewhat Boria, do you think that it also India meeting Pakistan twice in the tournament, that it's a bit too many matches for India Pakistan?
One is that. Secondly, what is this? India will not be in Pakistan. Pakistan will go somewhere else. I mean, come on. So for journalists, where will you be? You will be where India plays, so you'll be half the matches. Think about it. You will obviously have to go to either UAE or Oman or wherever the matches are, Sri Lanka. So you will not be there for the action in Pakistan. I mean, how
Yeah.
can this doesn't really work? So what will happen in the World Cup? Pakistan's matches will be in some other country. No, man. This whole thing about, India will play somewhere else, Pakistan will play somewhere else. So now, if this happens, so Pakistan will say, I won't go to India for the World Cup. So what will happen to the 9 matches? It will be played in some other country or what?
That's really bad. And from IPL, Devashish, you have been traveling to KKR's training session every day. What is the new news from latest news from KKR training session and even the other IPL franchises that you know? Yesterday, we saw your report that of another injury, Lockie Ferguson. Why so many injuries?
Why so many injuries? Because injuries are parcel of the game, Ross. You ask me why so many injuries. How can I answer that?
No. Not that way, but yeah. KKR,
It's concerning signs for KKR because going into that first match, see the number of overseas players they are going to miss. They don't have a Lockie Ferguson now. They
How
don't
will
have
they shape up?
Litton, and so they are handicapped. Only 5 players to pick from. But the biggest interesting point will be the impact player. When it comes to IPL this time round, it will be the impact player. Means it will be. I would be looking forward to a team playing 3 players, 3 overseas cricketers, because you can actually change that fourth player overseas cricketer with a player who is already playing, and that will be very crucial.
Burela, do you support the impact player rule?
Yeah. I mean, look, T20 cricket needs innovation, and you have to try all this in franchise cricket. You can't all of a sudden do that in international cricket. Also, the fact that you can change your team after the toss is a new innovation. I agree with that. I mean, make the franchise format more and more interesting, because otherwise it will become very stale. I mean, you have a 60-day tournament. How do you keep interest going? You've got to keep fans hooked on. So home and away, essential. These innovations, essential. BCCI has done well, no question.
Okay. So thanks for the gentlemen for joining. We'll have extensive stories from WPL. We have Rudra Patil's a small bite coming up right next 10 a.m. Another big news coming up yesterday night that the World Athletics Federation have banned the transgenders female who have converted from male to female to stop participating in elite female competitions. So we have a extensive piece from Rajaraman sir coming up. So lots in store. WPL live we will be joining at 3 p.m. The build up, then again for the preview show. So lots coming in. So keep watching RevSportz. We have lots in store. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining. Devashish Sen, Boyada, thank you, and keep watching RevSportz. Thank you.
Thank you, Rohan. Thank you.
Thank you.